Hey, the Tao Daily Tarot just around the corner. Here's a little heads up. This is the overall temperature of this energetic weather report. Fork in the road. You can feel it. You know you have to make a choice. But you're going to have to get past this, which you should successfully do. That's all coming up around the corner. Great read. Very powerful read. Maybe even for the rest of the year kind of a read. In just a moment. Hello and welcome to this brand new Tao Daily Tarot reading. Glad to have you here, whether you're a first timer, long timer, cross watcher, makes no difference. For the first timers, however, let me kind of bring you up to speed. What makes this different from other tarot readings? First of all, it's archetypal. I read the images from the card. Generally, I do about 8 cards from 4 decks, sometimes 9, once in a while 10, no more than 10. Because this is the Tao, the simple, direct path. You can lay out a table full of cards and just get confused in the reading because there's all kinds of energies coming at you in the reading. We don't do that. Very basic. 8 cards generally, as many as 10 max. It's a basic, clear energy reading. I look at the energies of coming, going, pushing, pulling, the things that deal with every single day of your life because things are always coming at you, going away, pushing, pulling. That's life. So this is literally an energetic weather report. Just like a regular weather report, you're finding out if it's sunny or cloudy or rainy or snowy or windy or tornado-y. Is there such a word as tornado-y? Well, I just coined it. Anyway, you get the idea, all right? It's just like the regular weather report, except we're talking about energies. Okay, an energetic weather report. I also do something called a hyper shuffle, and I try to get this reading in about 10 minutes because you are busy. You have a life. And 10 minutes is an easy read. Again, more is not better. You can get an hour, hour and a half read. Doesn't make it better. And in fact, very often you may just find yourself at the end of the reading confused. This is very tight. About 10 minutes, maybe 11, right to the point. Tao Daily Tarot. So we begin with something I call the hyper shuffle. And so there you are. The Tao Daily Tarot. Let's begin with the Oracle card. If this is indeed an energetic weather report, this is the overall temperature. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. You can feel it. Since the beginning of the year, the energies have been working toward gathering information emotionally, intellectually, even spiritually, intuiting. And as we got into May and June, you began to feel it was time to start moving. Not yet, but time to start moving. And once we got through eclipse season and into July, boy, you could feel the energies turning up. It is time to move forward, or at least to prepare to move forward, because you have a decision to make. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Alrighty? So let's go to the first energy card from Coming and Going Energy. It is the Fool. It's that clean slate. Take a look at the sun behind him, huh? Who doesn't have a care in the world? Now, you know, some people may say this is kind of goofy because it's not being very responsible. And yes, you could have that opinion. Mine, with all that yellow, with that gorgeous sunshine, this is an act of faith. This is an act where you say, okay, I know what might be out there, but it's still a mystery. I don't have the fine details. Doesn't make any difference. I'm going to go out. I'm going to step out on faith. Okay? And I think that's being required because, again, we are at a fork in the road and we're at a time in a year. Remember, we just had the full moon in Aquarius. And that full moon in Aquarius occurred at exactly the same place where Jupiter and Saturn conjuncted or met, opening up a whole new era. They met in late December, exactly where that full moon was overnight. That's significant. That means the time is up. It is time for action. It is time for movement. You're hitting that fork in the road. What do you want your life to be? You got a choice. You going to move with faith like the Fool? How about this in terms of energy, coming, going energy? How about the Knight of Pentacles? I love this here. Of all the Knight's the only one that crosses the finish line, only gets the job done. Now, he takes a while. Pentacles are very slow, very deliberate, but he gets the job done. Alrighty? But again, it's not going to be a flash in the pan, not going to be quick, but it's going to be lasting. So you see that you got some good stuff. You know you got a fork in the road. You know you need the faith of the Fool, but you have the perseverance of the Knight of Pentacles. I think that's really powerful and gets stronger because we move to the energies of pushing and pulling. Pushing you right now, the sun. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Sunshine just brightens everything, energizes everything. You see everything in a positive light. You've got the juju. Use it. I mean, this is an excellent reading. I mean, it's just outstanding what we're having in terms of energy. Yes, you're at a fork in the road, but I think you're ready for it. Just a quick little kind of a relax, rest your brain. Swords are thoughts. Swords are what we're thinking. You've been doing a lot of thinking since the first of the year. How am I going to make my life better? How am I going to make it work better for me? This is just kind of wrapping it up a little bit. And I'm thinking maybe that's what August will be like. Alrighty? Maybe that's what August will be like. That little bit of calming the mind down, settling down, getting ready to move forward and address that fork in the road. And it's good to calm your mind down because what you're really going to be needing is your intuition. Feel it. Don't think it. You've been thinking it since the first of the year and it hadn't really helped a whole bunch. I mean, it sort of set things up for you, but now it's time to feel. Now it's time to intuit. The moon. Feel your way into the future. And when you stop and think about it, that's kind of what this Fool is doing. The act of faith, he's feeling it. Feeling that fork in the road and getting ready to make the turn. Final magnifier card, the World. That means things are changing. And in fact, we have quite a few major arcana here that, you know, I'm thinking very seriously. They're pretty powerful. We have the sun, we got the moon, we have the World. Things are changing. You are coming to the fork in the road. You feel it already. You may be a little reticent. You may think, well, geez, how am I going to do this? This is so overwhelming. How am I going to make my life better? After the last year and a half, I have been disempowered. It's like somebody pulled the plug on a vacuum cleaner. It don't work. There's no plug or a light, a lamp. Pull the plug on it. You have to get that all back. And you know what? I have faith in you. You're at the fork in the road, but you got all the tools you need. And now we go to the vice versa cards. This is the only one facing forward. It's the Devil. There is something that you have been chained to. Not just for the past year and a half, but maybe longer. And generically speaking, I would say these are the rules and regulations that have been handed down to us as law. And the last year and a half have shown you clearly how well that has worked out. Yes, there were some comfortable parts, but you were chained and you didn't know it. The last year and a half shows you how you have been chained, how you have been held captive. So the deal is to break those chains, which of course you can do. You got the Fool, you got the Sun, you can move. Next vice versa card is in reverse, meaning the energy is internalized. This is the Knight of Wands, passion, right? You want to move to your passion. You want to move with confidence. You want to move with courage. You're ready for an adventure. Your life has to change, has to mean more. The Wands says you have to feel some enthusiasm, some excitement. You haven't. You have been chained to this world, devil world, with all its rules and regulations, telling you what to do, making it seem nice at the time. But the last year and a half, as I said, has really shown you that you have been chained to something that was doing you no good whatsoever. You got to break those chains. And you know where you have to go. The Knight of Wands says you have the feeling. You want to go to where it's nice. You want to go to where you feel loved. You want to go to where you feel appreciated. You want to feel connected. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment, right? Nine of Cups. It's a beautiful card. It's a fabulous card. Satisfaction, getting what you want, getting what you love. But to do that, You're coming to a fork in the road, and I'm thinking the fall will be a very significant time where you now begin to move that energy forward. You are prepping yourself. August is just final kind of prep as you get ready on that adventure, because the rest of 2021 and probably going into 2022, you are going to take that fork in the road. So there you go. There's the reading for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. And remember, please like, subscribe, share, and click on that bell. The subscribing will give you the daily reading. It will automatically show up on your YouTube list. But the liking is important for the folks at YouTube so that they know, hey, they're paying attention to the Tao Daily Tarot. You have my attention, no question about it. You have my gratitude as well. So between now and the next time you and I talk tarot together, blessings.